All right, guys. Welcome back to the Outcast Podcast. You know it's your boy Virgo Jake, along with my extremely exuberant co-host.
Hades.
Yo,
Wait, hold on. I have a wide vocabulary, but I actually don't know what exuberant means. What does that mean, bro?
it's like exuding shit.
Okay.
You exude shits, bro. You know, like full of energy, excitement,
Oh,
cheerfulness.
me?
Well, not
Wait,
cheerfulness, but you are full of energy when it comes to this damn podcast.
I guess so.
Oh, good lord. All right.
Good
Um,
lord.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys. We were talking about finances a minute ago, but forget that. Going into the latest
Um,
news, Leray, would you mind repeating what you just said to me, bro?
I know you're happy that coilery flopped.
Now, bro, 200%. No, I want this to be as real as possible, bro. I I am not happy that Leray flopped. I'm not. I don't like her music, right? I think she's like an artist that they're picking up and pushing for some kind of agenda and shit. She's like the next Cray Sean with Gucci Gucci or whatever. But it's worse because, at the very least, Cray Sean was in hip hop royalty or some shit. She's Benzino's daughter and she's always gonna be in the spotlight now. Um Me personally, I have nothing against Coilery Dog. I'm not happy to see her flop, bro. In fact, I kind of wanted her to succeed. I wanted her to actually sell some numbers, bro. So I could at least stop going against her. I'd have something good to say about her. Like I think especially with you, you believe that I just fully have a thing against some artists, bro. I want
Oh god.
my ears. Good lord, that hurt. Well, guys, we're waiting on Hades to be done with that phone call. Okay. While Hades is gone, I gotta tell you guys that we're soon about to be making an update to our methods of recording. You know, so there will be better audio soon. Um, we're going to have different software and different hardware to record on. So just know the quality is going up there. The quality is going up there. I'm sorry it hasn't gotten to the point where it should be yet, but we are working on it. Now, just back to waiting for 80s, I guess. Man, well, I guess calls can take a minute. Either way. Um, what was I saying? Yes, hardware, software. We are updating all of that. We are gonna get through with those things. We certainly do want to give you guys a better experience as, you know, the Outcast podcast. We can as much as it's filmed in a dingy little apartment. We really like, for like legitimate upswing of our ability to progress and to project information upon you, because a lot of the times the audio goes bad or it goes out and it's like a whole thing. So yeah, definitely we are trying to get this in order. Damn, he's taking forever. All right, we're back. Well, I just informed them about a lot of information, and while you were gone, so we're back again. I informed them we are going to be updating our system eventually, so we're definitely going to be giving them better quality soon, you know. That's what I informed them. We're trying to get better
Yeah.
software and hardware and shit because, even though this is filmed in like a dingy apartment, we want it to not sound like it's filmed in a dingy apartment.
Also, gaming coming soon. Gaming. Let's go.
Oh yes, gaming coming soon. And while we're out there with the updates, my dude, Outcast development. First episode just launched. Second episode in a couple of days. At the time of this recording. Outcast Development's been like a big project in hand for like a lot of us. So personally, like we've been working with it.
Yeah, to help all you sick people,
You're one to
just like
talk.
us. Exactly, dog.
Oh yeah, we're messed up dudes, but we can give a lot. We can give a lot of game, to a lot of these little kids, bro. Now,
Who? You and Yanko and Santana. I can't give no game.
yes, you can. You can teach them what not to do. You can teach them what not to do. All right.
Go to hell, Loxus.
Like I would explain what you could teach them not to do, but then I'd have to pause this, so I could, because I don't really
Alright,
feel like,
later.
yeah, later.
Later.
Um, just zoom. That's the
Just
catchphrase,
Zoom.
guys. That's the catchphrase. Just zoom.
Zoomerexia Ilongana.
Yo, I don't think this is. Yo, wait, was this? Is this an example of that though? No, we went on a tangent.
I think
Yeah, we
we
went
on a
on a
tangent.
tangent. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Coil Ray. I don't like seeing artists fail, bro. I don't like seeing them go down. I want to see them all go up. I don't like seeing it, but I have to glorify it when they fail sometimes because dudes want to live in a world where this shit it doesn't exist. Dudes want to lie about numbers and play shit up. Dude, I didn't even have faith that she would sell 10K first week. So her selling 11.5 is crazy. 11.5 first week. And to think about all the think about all the features she had, dog. Right? What was the feature list? I know. Hold on. Let me bring up the feature list right now. I'm bringing up the feature list
I
right
know
now.
that G Herb was on there, Nicki Minaj,
Yes.
Lil Durk, but that was from the Little Parties remix, I think.
Look.
Who else?
The shit. I'm trying to. Okay.
Yo, she tried to pull and the thing is, she tried to
Is
pull a
that
French Montana, bro.
what the shit? What do you mean she tried to pull a French Montana?
She put no more parties on there, and said it sold this
Yeah,
amount.
yeah. I realize, bro. Is she that crazy, bro?
I mean, French Montana is, but then again, he got a gold record. I don't think she's gotten any
Nah, man.
certification yet.
French Montana is not only that, but he's also, French Montana. Been in the game forever. I gotta give him something, dog.
That is
Okay.
true.
Okay. So upon the track list, she's got intro, which is Hollywood Dreams, right? Blick Blick with Nicki Minaj. Ay Ay Ay, Young Blue, right? Mountains with Fivio Foreign, who also dropped this week, but we're all last week, but we're gonna talk about him in a minute. And Young Ma, right? Big names, bro. Thief in the Night with G Herbo, like you said. Overthinking with her, and that's spelled Her, with the little periods in it. Her has always been a controversial artist for me, but I'll have to explain that a different day.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know her?
Nope.
My I don't want to say the word because we're trying to keep a lot of personal information off the potty. Oh God. How do we
It's
how do
cool. Later.
no. Like I just want to say the word so you'd understand what I'm my life. Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah. She introduced me to her. Because I had heard about her in passing, but I never. And then she introduced me to her music. I was like, because hers kind of controversial. Because she's kind of like Corday to me, and Corday is kind of like another her. Because she's getting all this accolades and shit where she hasn't really done anything, and it's kind of weird, you know. Like I get you be a talented artist, but you haven't done anything. Either way, Clingy by Coil Ray with Nav. That's Nav, dog. Mr. Bad Habits, Mr. Tap Tap Tap. That's a lot, bro.
Also, I would like to say that Nav is probably one of my favorite artists, and I think one of my most underrated artists that people give too much shit, especially
Okay, okay.
especially Anthony Fantana.
We're gonna have a discussion about that. No More Parties remix again, Lil Durk, bruh. Well, she got King Gilly and Wallow 267 on here, so she didn't have all the big name features, you know. Shout out to King Gilly though, he been doing work. Polo G, you know, on Paranoid. Lil Tecca on Mission Impossible. And again, when I heard Tecca was on this, I was like, nah, Tecca, why? You're too big for this. You know? Like it makes sense for her to want all the features that were kind of like that are kind of like their names are in like the freaking media all the time. But for a dude like Tecca who's way bigger than
Wait.
her, you know, and still not in the media like that, it pissed me off to see that he was here.
Okay, first of all, how much songs does this have, dog?
It, dude,
I've
this,
listened. I've
dude,
listened
that's
to
a
Blick Blick. I've
Dude, this is
listened
a
to
20
snippets of
track
Blick
album.
Blick. I've
This is a
listened.
20 track album, and I've been skipping over almost all the damn songs.
Jesus.
I've been skipping over almost all the damn songs just to get to the ones with features, bro. We're at track
My God.
16 with Tekka, dog. Track 16 with Tekka. Um, Mustard's interlude. So that has DJ Mustard's vocals, and it's with A Boogie with the hoodie.
Well, damn.
And finally, her last song, Big Purr, Big Purr, yeah, Big Purr, with Pooh Shiesty. Big Purr, Big Purr, Big Purr,
Big brr.
Purr,
Big brr.
Purr.
Brr.
Okay. Um, yeah. So that is a long list of people, right? That is such a long list of people, right? Like Christ, that's a long list of people. And the people on here are big names, dog. Again, Nicki is probably the biggest name on here, but Herbo and Dirk crazy. And we already knew Herbo. We already knew Dirk was on No More Parties remix, right? But then we got Herbo, right? We got her, so she's tapping into like an uncirculated market with her. Fivio Foreign and Young Ma, big out in New York, Bronx, all that shit. So she's taking two big names from out there. Young Blue, who's killing it in R&B right now, right? That's a lot. Polo G, we all know, like he had to be involved in some way or fashion. I still think Tekka shouldn't have been on this album. He's too big and not in the mainstream to be on this freaking project. You know, like Corlew is the type of person to get features from all the big named artists who are legitimately viewable to everybody. I believe Tech is in such his own lane that I don't believe he should be on anybody's artist. This is a feature rapper, but whatever. A Boogie with the hoodie. That's I can kind of get why she has him on here because you know it's him. You know what I'm saying? Like 200%, but A Boogie's fan base is one of the best I've ever seen ever. And then Pooh Shiesty, you know, they had to give him that from jail package. You know what I'm saying? They had to put him on an album just to get his streams up while he's in jail, bro. Either way, that's
God damn.
this is freaking insane, dog. I don't like to see artists fail, especially with a freaking 20. What is this? 20 tracks. This is 20 tracks of insanity, bro. I don't like to see artists fail, especially after all, because now she's gonna be enslaved by that label, dog, and that's a lot. That's a lot to be enslaved by. You know, a label's gonna screw her over. You know, and I feel bad for it. You know, I don't like to see her fail, but I gotta say, dog, she didn't deserve this much success. You know, and she certainly didn't deserve like all this shit. Not to say that like she's like I feel like she just lacks the polishing. You know, like she ain't put in the work to have all this media and all this pushing her. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess if you're a real big named artist or a dude who's putting the work, you don't really need that much of a push. You know, because like Yeet could sell out so much, and he doesn't need a push because he's Yeet. But that's because he's done the work. Exactly. She hasn't done the work, so she has to be pushed. Shit, Ian Dior wasn't pushed this much, and he's doing great numbers now.
Yes. It's insane, dog.
Uh, and so I don't like to see her fail. And the fact she did 11.5K really sucks for me. You know, first when I heard academics say she sold 9K, I was like, damn, just under what I thought she would never sell. And then she came out and was like 11.5. She's not doing Smoke Perp numbers, but that's different, dog. Smoke Perp at his hottest was selling 30, 40K, dog. 30K or whatever. Smoke Perp at his hottest had Audi. You know, he was selling out big shows. Nobody was sleeping at a Smoke Perp show. He was out here making mosh pits live. Coi Leray, this is Coi Leray at her hottest, and she can barely sell 10K. And that's with a Nicki feature. And we know that Nicki feature probably pushed it over the barrier.
I mean, it's just I don't even know what to say, dog. I mean, I would think with, I mean, come on, G Herbo, Lil Durk, Nicki Minaj, Young Blue. That's at least like that's like a 20K shit for me.
Dog,
That should be like
yeah, sure.
20K.
But if it's an actual good artist, dog. But who out here can say they're a real Coi Leray fan?
Um, Maybe a couple of females I've met, one or two.
You've met females who said they like Coi Leray, like they're an actual fan of her.
Remember,
They keep up with her shit,
remember that girl?
or did they
Remember the
just
girl
like
in
No More Parties?
remember the girl that was there like when you at work and shit. I was there chilling. And there was this girl that passed and she thought and then she was talking about like yeah, Coil Ray isn't bad. I was like yeah, and she said she's even better than Cardi. I was like hold on there.
I remember you got too much dip on your chip. You got no, hold up now. You got too much dip on your chip. Nah. I remember that. I remember that now. That's cool and all, but she's one person. I'm not seeing Coi Leray stands out here. I'm not seeing Coi Leray actually getting fan representation. You know, because it's like she can post a thirst trap on her Instagram and she'll get 100K likes, sure. But she posts something about music, a snippet, and it's like 5K likes, bro.
Wait, you out here watching Coil Ray's Instagram, nigga?
I had to look at the stats before I even came here, dog. You know, you got to do your research a little bit.
The stats. Ah,
Nah,
that's cool.
not like that. Shut up. Shut up. Oh God. I gotta look at the stats, bro. I had to look at the stats. I had to do a little bit of research. Even when I'm talking about dudes like A Boogie and stuff. This is why I say A Boogie has a crazy fan base because his fans react to just about everything, and they will buy up everything. Shit, his mixtape that he just dropped, right? And that was an 8 track mixtape, doing 36K first week, more than a lot of these rappers' albums, more than Corday.
Jesus.
Exactly, dog. His fans are crazy. Not let's not forget he went number two the last time he dropped, and the only reason he went number two was because Justin Bieber was out here dropping his album, and he sold 130. Was it? No, it was 115K first week, if I'm not mistaken. That's A Boogie numbers, dog. So that's why I'm saying this. You know, there's a difference when you have actual fans versus people who just want to see you half naked, or hear some random bullshit song that you made up that's kind of hot right now. People who will actually stream your music, because I can bet you nobody streamed these songs more than twice.
Damn.
I can almost bet it, bro. I can almost bet it, bro. Now moving on, because Coil Ray's kind of got me in a sad mood. Fivio Foreign, we gotta give him some claps, bro. I'm giving him a round of applause right now. That's amazing numbers from Fivio Foreign, bro. I'm clapping for him. I love it. I love to see
How
it.
much do you do?
I love to see it. Fivio Foreign's what was it called? Bible first week
Bible.
says, yeah, yo, bruh. His first. Let me make sure I didn't get this wrong. You know, I'm making sure, dude. It sold. Yo, it's 30K first week.
Damn, that's actually good.
Exactly. I'm giving him that, dog. I'm giving him that, bro. I'm giving him a round of applause. 30K first week. He almost tripled Coil Ray's sales.
Also, did you see that new Hello You Seen video, dog? Where he said that Leray was the new metric, dog.
Yeah, yeah, I saw it. She is the new metric, dog.
Jesus.
You do Coil Ray numbers, that's how we know you're not really popping, bro. Yo,
Jesus.
I gotta give it to Fivio Foreign, dog. Now, now, let's look at Fabio's track list. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I gotta look at it. Now we got Bible. Remember, this is his debut album. This is his debut album, right? First track is On God. It's got Casey on it. That's cool. That's cool. This is an album full of features, dog. But I feel like he did it better than her. Because he actually stacked the features in a pretty chill way, and I've listened to some of it. It's not bad. It's not a bad album. He's got Quavo on 2 tracks back to back, which is Through the Fire and Magic City. Then he's got Ye and Alicia Keys on City of Gods, which we all know is going up right now. And he even has Coil Ray on his album right now on What's My Name, featuring Queen Naija. Also, also, big shout outs to Queen Naija, bro. She's gone up for a couple years, bro. I knew she was gonna be really popping ever since she was on that track with A Boogie, Come Closer. I knew it was gonna be that. We skipped to track 7 and we got Hello featuring Chloe Bailey and Casey again. Chloe Bailey, you gotta look out for that. Confidence with ASAP Rocky. Slime Them with Lil Yachty. Skipping track 10, we get to track 11, where the world watching. Lil TJ, Young Blue. Bible Talk with DJ Khaled, which is it's an interlude because it's like a minute and 46 seconds, so it's cool. Um, Changed on him with Polo G and Vori. Now you were talking about Vori just the other day. We were having this conversation. You said Vori was going up.
Yes. Warriors, like, not gonna lie, like, Warriors showing to be one of the most talented vocalists in the game right now, and everybody wants that sound so much that he looks like he's gonna be on Future's album, which, oh my gosh, which we are going to talk about. You're going to listen to that whole album, and we are going to talk about it
Oh
because
God.
I know your
Oh
opinion on
God.
trap shit,
You're gonna make nah,
or
man.
most
Yo,
trap shit.
yo. My opinion on most trap shit. Hold up. Let's get this album out of the way first before we go on the tangent. Left Side with Blueface. Again, I believe this is a pretty great collab, and I'm liking it. And he's got love songs with Neo. Now that's Neo's an old name, bro, but I have to listen to that song because if it's Neo on it, that's amazing vocals right there. It's a 17-track album, and he did more numbers with less tracks than Coil Ray. I think the same ish amount of features, if I'm looking at this correctly, but still spectacular for his debut album, bro. And if we're comparing it, like let's compare this to Pop Smoke, dog. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke dropped Meet the Woo 2, and it sold 36K first week. And this was when Pop Smoke was just getting hot. When he was actually hot. Like his peak was a couple of inches just below this. He was legitimately hot. He had Gotti going all over the place. Dior was already hot, blowing up crazy, right? And Fabio Foreign is nowhere near as hot as Pop Smoke was. So that just shows like this. Yo, Fabi's doing it right. I like the switch up with his music ever since he met Ye and shit. I believe he's learned his lesson about that street shit and he's starting to move differently. And I'm liking it. I'm liking the way it's going.
I really like that. I like that shit. He's he has more meaning in his shit nowadays, dog, which I like.
Exactly. I knew it was different when I watched two music videos by him. It was the song
Which I
Trust and
also
the song Storytime, and I love Storytime, and I still listen to Storytime
Story
frequently.
time is amazing.
I
Which
know, right?
I also gotta bust your balls for this, dog, because when when I told you about Donda before, you were saying I was telling you like, yo, niggas are like you got the most street niggas talking like all kinds of godly shit, dog. And like, oh, they just gonna go back to saying the same shit and look at Fabio
Nah,
now.
nah, 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 nah. I will take an L on that. I'm gonna take an L on that. I'll hold it, right? I'll hold it right here next to my liver, you know. Um, Favi learned, you know, and I'll give him that. He learned, and I'm rocking with him for that. You know, he learned. He leveled up. He got under Ye's left little piece of his breast, and he started flocking up next to him, dog. You know what I'm saying? He's learning something. So I gotta be with that. And my whole problem with Donda was really them going back to saying the same shit as much as a lot of it was ingenuine. But whatever. The point is, he rocked with it. So it's perfect, you know. Seeing Fabi do all this, it's lovely for him, and I'm hoping he goes up just a bit more. I'm hoping he keeps going up. Hoping the next project will sell 50K, maybe 75K, if we're talking a big Fabio foreign release. You know what I'm saying? Because if Fabi plays this right, he could be the next 50. If Fabi plays this right, he could be the next 50.
You just gotta hope, man. Hope that he keeps going up.
Exactly, bro. You know, I hope he makes the right business decisions. I hope he makes the right choices, and I'm definitely hoping that he doesn't ever get caught up in some nonsense where his ego is the one at play here. Because for 50 Cent to make it to where he was, 50 had to learn how to just like how to let shit go. You know, walk past things that were obviously gonna stunt him. And a lot of artists, a lot of people who make it to that point never really get past that because that ego stops them. I hope Fabi makes it.
And 50 was a troll, dog.
50's still a troll, nigga. uh, all right. What were we gonna talk about? We were gonna talk about something.
I, it made me think, dog. I'm gonna have to start taking notes whenever we do shit, dog. Cause we get into so much other things that we want to talk about, and then we just forget about them after.
Oh yes, bruh. That's a problem. We are gonna need a but I think the idea came into my head when I was looking at one of these track lists. So let me go back.
Nav.
Nav. Okay, Nav was one of them. Wait, Nav wasn't the only thing I wanted to look at.
Yeah, it was something that we talked about when we went into Favi's album.
Nav was it Lil Tecca?
No,
No, no.
somebody else.
Already,
Close to around A Boogie when we started talking about A
all right. I
Boogie.
gave a boogie credit. Her.
Yeah, that was another one.
Okay, Nav, her, and who else? Who else? Let me go back into my notes here about Fabio, Fabi. Damn it, Fabi. Queen Niger, Blueface, Vori, Vori. There we
Warriors.
go. Yo. So do we start? Do we start on the lower end and we work our way up to Vori, or
Lower. Actually, I wanna save Nav for last.
okay? So we're gonna work our way. Okay, we're gonna start with Queen Niger then.
Alright.
Now, Queen Niger. Now,
Oh, yo, the main thing was your what you thought about what you thought about trap music. What you thought about trap music. That was the main thing.
wait, hold up. Should we do that after now or before now? Or
Before Nav, so like before Nav, like
go
okay, yeah.
before
After Vori,
after?
before Nav.
All right. Let me get my head straight first. Give me a second. Queen Niger, bruh. Make sure I get this correct. Um, I gotta make sure I get this correct. There we go. Okay, so 200%, bro. Queen Niger starting off. I have the most respect for her, bro. She changed her career in a matter of years, and that took forever. I was also going to talk about DDG, but I think I might want to save him for a little later. You know, because I rock with how DDG's really changed his career. But when DDG and Queen Niger started working together, and the two of them tried to change their careers from just being YouTubers to becoming artists, I have real respect for that because now the two of them are considered more artists than YouTuber. and they still have that lane of being a YouTuber. You know, so that's amazing. Queen Naija has put out the work consistently. When I knew she was on the moment she was working with A Boogie, and they rocked the hell out of Come Closer, which every single bit knew the words to that damn song. Every woman knew the words to that damn song. All right. So I gotta give it to her, dog. She rocking. I'm gonna give it to her. She's rocking with it, and I'm liking what she's doing, bro. I'm liking what she's doing. I'm liking the way she's coming up, and I hope. And I've listened to a couple of her couple of her projects. Amazing, like utterly amazing. I gotta give it that, bro. She's made it a hell of a come up. Utterly amazing. And I truly want to see her continue to grow, and I believe her next release is gonna be something insane. You know.
I don't know exactly what she is, so can you tell me some of her attributes? Like, what about her music makes her so
Dude,
good?
she's a singer, also kind of a rapper esque from the way I've listened to her music. Singer, rapper esque. She kind of gives off this boss babe mentality while not just being a boss babe. And the production on her music, I have to say, over the time, every single project, it sounds almost consistently different. Every project gives a different atmosphere with the production. So I have to say that she's put real care into sowing the seeds of her music and really reaping a different kind of harvest from it. Every single project, different kind of sound, different kind of value to it. And you can just hear the evolution in her voice, her tone, the way she moves with it. I have to say, amazing progress, an amazing artist. And she's so versatile too. Extremely versatile in different styles, different motifs, different vocal tones. I have to give it to her. I believe she's on the up and up. She keeps working. Next project might just be a game changer. And this is a lot started from someone who started off as a YouTuber. And you know how hard it is to be a YouTube to be taken out of that lane as a YouTube rapper. Like that's very hard. Like dudes still see Quadeca as a YouTube rapper, and he's put out some of the most consistently amazing projects beyond what most rappers have put out in years. So for Queen Naija to have made that leap over and to be known as a rapper and known as an artist and a singer, let's just call her an artist, it is amazing. Again, I'm gonna get into DG
I'm also
at a later
really,
date, maybe.
really, really. I'm also really, really glad to see that DG is kind of like the role model for like breaking that shit, breaking the whole entire YouTube rapper kind of thing. Because I don't even think about DG as a YouTube rapper anymore.
Exactly. You just think of
I
him as a
know,
rapper, bro.
yeah, and I knew him since Givenchy.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And since then, it's been an up and up kind of situation where he's been going from Givenchy arguments. He dropped arguments part two. He had Queen Naija with him again. They collaborated. Amazing song. And then he just kept releasing and kept focusing on music while getting the YouTube game set up. And it diverged into two separate paths, and he's able to walk these two separate paths so easily to the point where his last release, I think he did, what was it, 16, 26K, some kind of number. Hold up, hold up, hold up, because he definitely released. I remember he released. Um,
I'm also on Spotify looking at what Queen and I just appeared on. She's been on Hood Season, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon,
okay,
Bible, and
exactly.
Just a Matter of Slime. Crazy.
So he dropped final numbers. So he and OG Parker dropped a collab tape, Die for Respect, and it basically 13K first week, and he's independent. So I'm gonna give him that right there. I'm gonna give him that right there. That's insane. Um, and that's from an independent artist. Not to mention just being independent and making Double XL. Was it last year? Double XL last year, right? Am I crazy? It was last year.
All right.
Yeah, it was last year. It was last year. I remember it clearly. He was the best person on the cipher, you know. And to know that he's made it to that point and moved forward, I like it, you know. And then he had Moonwalking in Calabasas, which which just exploded. You know, like moonwalking in Calabasas is a whole nother scenario.
I've actually never listened to that song.
You probably should, because I didn't want to listen to it, and then I listened to it, and then I realized I couldn't stop listening to it.
Well, damn.
Yep,
Did Blueface do it justice?
man, Blueface did his job and then some.
I bet.
Now, well, who's the next person we wanted to talk about?
Vori.
No, that was not Vori. I think there was somebody else before we got to Vori.
No, it was Queen Niger, then Vori, then Trap, then the Trap stuff, then Nav.
So we didn't want to talk about Lil Tecca?
No? Do you want to talk about Lil Tiger?
I kind of want to, but you know, nah.
No, let's go. Let's go.
No.
All right.
I'll wait for his next
I actually
release.
kind of wanted to talk.
What?
I want to talk about one thing, but that was like when you first mentioned him when we got Leray. You ever saw that song with for um for him and Lil Uzi?
Yeah, Dolly.
You know I
Yeah,
actually like that song.
I like it. I love it a lot. And I've heard the original Dolly, which was never released. You know, the leaked version. And I think Lil Tecca has done it justice because they're never gonna get the original Dolly ever. You know, that song has been condensed so much that they probably lost track of the damn producer who produced the beat, so they can't even pay that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So if they ever release that track, it's kind of over. So I believe they had to remake the beat and shit just to get it done. You know, so I have to say I like it. I like Dolly, and I like what Tecca did with it.
Yeah.
I don't
Also,
like that he released that song up for the release of an album. You know, if he did it just for the culture, then it would have been different, and it probably would have spoken to his street cred a lot more. But the fact that he did it for the release of an album kind of made it worse.
that is true.
But yeah, speaking into wait, what were you gonna say about him? You were gonna say something.
No, I was wanting to say that I like that song. I don't understand why people hate it so much.
Oh no, people hate it. No, they don't hate the song. They hate the idea of the song, bro, because that song is legendary, bro. It's one of the very it's like Cancun, you know, for Playboy Cardi. It's one of those songs that was snippeted and leaked, and you're like, this could be a hit if they just released the damn song, and it never got released because it was snippeted and leaked, you know.
Did he
And
ever officially release Pissy Pamper?
no,
What the frick?
no, dog, they can't release that now, bro. It's too late.
They really squandered thing. I mean, yeah, you know about Cochise, right?
Yeah.
He had a huge ass song leak, dog. You know what he did? He dropped it a month later, and that shit still did numbers. Dog, I believe if they dropped that shit
Yo,
even in the
it's a
middle of Pissy
dog. It's
Pamper,
a
dog.
different Cardi. It's a different Cardi, dog. The fact is, Cardi and Uzi aren't gonna release songs that are not what they're standing for this day. You know that song does not fit the Playboy Cardi aesthetic. He's going for a whole lot of red, and you know that. Just like Dolly doesn't fit modern day Eternal Take Uzi.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So dropping that, it's a step back, and they're not gonna do that, dog. Shit like that happens all the time. You just gotta step over them and keep walking. You can always wonder what could have been, but just know, you know that's not gonna happen. And for like
I'm
tech,
not gonna lie, dog.
hmm?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. What are you gonna say?
Yo, I was gonna go in on a tirade about producing shit, dog.
Okay, we're not even gonna get into that, dog. Jesus. Um, back to my point about tech, because I know we're gonna be stuck here for an hour if you start talking. Uh,
I mean, I was just
um,
about to say. I was
nah.
gonna
You know where
say
this is
that
going. You know where it's going. You know where it'll go. You know where it'll go.
I'm not gonna bring my personal thing inside it. I just think that it's pretty weird how you know, you send off beats and you get into certain things with artists, right? get into certain, like I know that there's this producer group called Crazy Mob. It's run by DY Crazy. DY Crazy is known for working with people like, you know, Metro Boomin and Southside, and working with artists like Drake and Future and so on. There was a person on Crazy Mob who has like a song with Drake and Future on that song, and they previewed it on a live, dog. That's probably like a big song to him, dog. I mean, shit. I mean, compared to all the other songs that he produced, dog,
What a time to be
it's
alive,
insane.
part two.
I know, right? And the thing is, dog, that song is probably never gonna be released, dog. And the thing about producing, right? Unless, dog, what I've noticed, dog, unless you are a producer who's very cemented in the industry or have industry connects, dog, you cannot ask for your money up front, dog. So you gonna have to wait until the shit is released for it to for you to get money, and that's kind of crazy because I see some of these producers be sending out thousands of beats, probably have like thousands of upon thousands of placements that probably might never ever ever be released. Same thing with Future. Future said it himself, dog. He goes to the studio almost every single day. Not even almost. He said he went to the studio every single day for 3 years. Imagine how much songs he made, dog. You know, all to that pool of songs. Imagine how much of those old songs he might take out and think. Now imagine how much those songs will even get released and producers get paid for that shit, dog.
What a
It's a
time
weird.
to
The
be
game is
alive.
weird. I just feel like the game is weird. I understand it, right? But at the same time, it's weird. It's
Yeah, yeah,
weird because
it's definitely weird, and it's kind of sad how many things will just never get released off of that fact. You know, I mean, shit, you got shit that's not. Oh God, no, 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 no. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I'm not gonna bring in my personal stuff. I'm not gonna bring in the fact that I can't sell shit or whatever, dog.
No, not the
But
fact that you
I
can't
will.
sell shit. You have that song that's probably not gonna get released with that asshole who just went to jail.
I mean, he said. I mean, I saw his girl posted some shit about like him getting no. So it might happen. It might not. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know if the shit is too serious, dog. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the details. Hopefully, they get out, dog. But like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, and also like, what I find most crazy is like, with the whole entire networking thing. I always struggle with like networking as a producer. One thing I also struggle is in like knowing your advantage, knowing when you can do certain shit, knowing when you can say, hey, I want this up front, dog. I ain't gonna wait until this releases. I want the money up front. I want this and that. I want this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to maneuver yourself around the music industry. Like when it comes to like getting paid off for certain stuff, like niggas will like for something like, okay, features.
Mm.
You usually pay for features up front. That's something that we know. Usually, 80% of the time you pay for features up front in the industry. When it comes to production, unless you're someone like Metro Boomin or Southside, you know what I'm saying? You're not getting paid until that shit is released, dog. And even Metro Boomin and Southside, I've seen them because like Metro, for one thing, Southside, he said that he doesn't want to work with anybody, but anybody that he doesn't work with already, dog. I seen work with a couple small artists, dog, that have like links and shit. But I bet they pay up front. But people like Future and stuff, him and Future and other people and Young Thug and stuff, they have like a personal relationship to the point where they don't ask for money up front. There's no like, hey, I got you. And it's also weird, like balancing friendship. I feel like balancing friendship and business in the music industry is so hard.
Oh man, it's more than
It's
hard,
like,
man.
yeah,
It's more than hard, man. Because let's talk. All right, let's talk Travis Scott right now, bro. Let's talk Travis Scott right now. Do you know how many people have a hatred for Travis Scott, bro?
how much?
A lot of niggas. A lot of niggas, right? And it's not just because of the fact that he blew up and they didn't or whatever, but it's just for the fact that the way Travis's come up story really kind of works, and when you track it out, he's left so many people behind and in the dust, people who stood by him for a long time, you know. And it's not like he did them dirty or nothing. It was more just for the fact that um he had to level up and they weren't able to catch with him. Like again, let's talk about Tony Loney, dog. Tony Loney was Travis's longtime photographer and shit. And they hung out basically every day for 3 years while they traveled the entirety of the United States from LA to New York and back, everything in between, to try and get themselves together, to try and get music out. You know what I'm saying? This is along when he was still working with his old well, Travis was still working with his old partner OG Chess and shit, and even OG Chess, even though he was kind of like an ish kind of blowing up rapper, he didn't blow up the way Travis blew up, you know. And Travis wound up leaving him behind to make the Al Faro, and ever since he made the Al Faro, it's all been history, you know. Because after that, before that, Travis had gotten signed with Ye and shit, you know, and OG Chess didn't even know about all this shit. You know, so that's what I'm saying. But balancing friendship and work is not easy. And if you work with people you're friends with, shit's obviously gonna go sideways eventually. Shit happens, dog. Friendships get destroyed off that shit because a lot of the times you don't really know what outweighs what, your brotherhood or the money. You don't know what outweighs what, the brotherhood or the money. You know, because in those cases specifically, Travis's need to get up there outweighed their friendship, dog. And I'm not saying like he did that selfishly. I'm just saying like you can't always you don't know what to expect when we're dealing with friends and music at the same time. You know, because I'm terrified and afraid that one day, you know, we're gonna get to a certain point where you know where I'm gonna have to call you and I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna have to ask. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna probably have to be like, yo, dog, do I pay up front? Is this like a thing? And I'm not going to know, despite us knowing each other for so long, despite us being boys for so long. It's gonna get to a point where I'm afraid it's gonna get to a point where that uncertainty is gonna kick in. But I
Nigga,
don't.
like you asked to pay for a beat like a month ago, and I told you the fuck you on, dog. Asking me to pay for shit right now. The hell? That's some shit you can worry about when we're up, dog.
Yeah, sure, but
On some
okay,
real
yeah,
shit.
I get
But
that. But still, you get where I'm coming from.
I understand. I always think about that shit, dog. But I always think like, yo, for me, it kind of like, I mean, I guess for me, kind of
I mean,
brotherhood
friendship
kind
is
of
a crazy
outweighs
thing,
the
and
business.
yeah, brotherhood. I'm sorry. I kind of took away from what you were saying. What were you saying?
I was saying for me, brotherhood kind of outweighs the money in a sense that I mean, money can bring you shit though. I'm perfectly fine with living a proper life. I know that you won't steal from me. I know that if you say like, yo, nigga, I won't be able to pay you until 10 years from now, like, I, so you know what I'm saying? Like, that's also something like, friendships. Like, I think that music really tests friendships to show you who your real friends are, dog. Cause like, there's certain instances where like, look at shit like you ever heard of two um I was watching. It was like this basketball, these basketball people who play basketball and play games. I can't remember. They're like too hype. Oh, were they too hype? I don't remember. But they lived in a mansion. All of them. They played basketball and played games. Developed the thing and it shit slowly crumbled, dog. Because two niggas inside this shit were they were only interested in the money. They shit talked a bunch of other people and so on and so forth. So
Exactly, dog.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood can outweigh friendship for some, can outweigh money for some people. But in a lot of, and sometimes it's not even just the person, dog. Sometimes is the situation you're in. Because I like to bring up the situation with Uzi and Shy Glizzy, dog. Uzi and Shy Glizzy have known each other since I think 2015, 2016, bro. And they were cool for a long time. And Shy Glizzy really came up 2014, 15, and Uzi came up like just after him. And there was a situation last year where Shy Glizzy was like, "Yo, Uzi, you're a fake nigga," and he went on a whole tangent like, "Bro, I can't believe these niggas are. They say you friends and they do you like this. And when people asked him what's up, he was like, bro, a song he just put up with Uzi, a verse that he had gotten for free, you know, back when Uzi was very much popping. By the way, I think this is just around the time he had made Double XL or whatever. But Uzi was very much popping when he got this verse. He just released it, and it got taken down by Rock Nation. And Uzi couldn't even say anything to him. He didn't know what to say, and sure he hadn't talked to Shy Glizzy the same way in like a little bit of time. But you know how busy niggas get either way. But the idea is like he couldn't even say anything. He didn't have anything to say to him. He couldn't say shit to him because it was like, what am I going to do? Like they got me in BVS diamond handcuffs, dog. You know, you didn't pay for that verse to them. You're releasing that now. I gave you that years ago. You know, and that's a weird situation. And you
which
can,
I think. Wait, go ahead. Go ahead.
and it just leads to a weird situation because you don't know what's really the setup here. You know, because again, he got that verse for free. They were really cool. They were really cool friends, and he got that verse for free back in the day when Uzi was just hot. You know, now he's fully signed and shit, and shit's maybe going sideways.
Okay, first of all, I like to say I hate the delay on this shit, dog. I hate the delay because then you'll pause, and then I'll try and interject, and then you'll start going like, "Oh shit, it's the delay, dog," because you probably paused like a couple of seconds before that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate the delay in this dingy apartment, dog. But but well, the real question is to me, like, is it Uzi who wants the money or is it Rock Nation? That's the real question. Because if it's like Uzi, then I can kind of understand, dog. But if it's just Rock Nation, you can't blame Uzi, dog. Rock Nation wants their money, dog. Uzi's friends with you, not Rock Nation.
Yeah,
Shit,
no,
not even
that's
Uzi's
what I
not
was
even friends
saying.
with Rock Nation.
That's
So
that's what I was saying, dog. It's just it's like sometimes it's the situation you're in. Sometimes like the opportunity is what outweighs a lot of shit. Like again, I don't believe Travis fully wanted to get rid to him and Tony Loney to have a fight over the laptop, or for him and OG Chess not to get connected anymore. But I believe it just came down to the point where he had to make the choice: is it them or me, dog? And I gotta choose me.
bom dia. Yes, sir.
Fuck. All right. So what were you saying?
Um, shit. I was just saying, like, yo, like, no, you were still talking about like the whole entire thing about it's just either them or him.
Yeah, it's them or him, dog. And I know that he chose himself. And in that kind of scenario, I'm not even 100% sure it's fully selfish. Like, sure, it was kind of selfish, but if this was his opportunity, imagine if he never took that big break. You know what I'm saying? Would his wings have ever caught the wind?
I mean, for me, I don't know because like for me, I've always just put myself in a position where like, yo, if I do something, I'm gonna try and find some way to elevate the people who elevated me, dog. It's like, couldn't you at least like try and did something with them after that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a way in which they switch and they're doing stuff like getting lazy, don't want to work with you properly, don't want to work with you in this thing, checking up things to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain like things, but like if you just up and leave them like that for a big opportunity and like never go back to them, try and help them, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know how it looks, right?
I get you. Um,
But we don't know what's going on with them, like if what
well,
the whole entire fight
yeah,
was
like
about and
like
all
the
that shit.
the situation between Travis and Tony Loney was kind of is more complex. What I gave you was kind of like an overview of the situation. What was really going on was they were friends and they were really cool. He was a photographer and videographer for like 3 years while they were documenting their journey. He and Chess were growing apart, because then they started releasing like some solo music of their own. And this was around the time where Travis was just getting the opportunity to work with some people and just getting the opportunity to make Owl Pharaoh. So this was just before he was about to fly off and do all this shit. And for about a year and a half, his laptop broke, so he was using Tony's laptop to work on beats, make a whole lot of shit. And this also coincided with the fact that Tony had spent 3 years away from his family and his education and all that to follow them around and to work and document all this shit with them and to go on this journey. So he wanted to finally go home after nearly 3 years of being away to tell them to hang out and be near his family again. And when he reached for, and he was trying to leave the same night Travis was going to leave to go do the thing, and he was going for his laptop. Travis ripped the laptop out of his hands, and they started fighting over it because Travis said it was his laptop at this point, and he has all the shit on it. They had a fight, and the fight was broken up. Tony left without his laptop. Travis has that laptop to this day. Or, well, I guess it may be broken or thrown away by now, but you get the point.
Well, that's just
Yeah,
for me. That's just like a thing of like growing apart in a sense that two different journeys, dog, two different things. You know what I'm saying? Although Travis, I do say that that's kind of selfish of Travis to just say, like, yo, I got all my shit on there, dog. Like that, it's my laptop at this point. That is kind of selfish, you know. You couldn't just say like, yo, shit, just hold out for a bit, dog. I need to get my shit. I need to do this. I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, dog. There's a bunch of shit that everything is subjective, dog. So everything is just so subjective, dog.
yeah,
But I always see
everything
ways
is
shit can
subjective.
always like work
Everything
out.
is subjective, and it's kind of crazy. Um, Wait, shit. Okay. So we've now gone into. We didn't even finish talking about Tekka. Damn it.
I
God damn it.
take a
Okay,
just zoom.
I'm gonna gloss over. Yeah, just zoom. Zoorexia and Langana. This is our fake disease, people. You've now just seen a complete demonstration of it. You've seen it in action.
We got fifth degree, dog.
Okay. I'm gonna zoom over Tekka real quick. I feel like Tekka has amazing potential. I feel like he could go up if he does a great job producing his next project, ups his production, and maybe works on his vocals. A little bit more with a bit more lyricism. I believe he could do a lot, and I believe he could sell major numbers with his like next release after his next release. So I believe that could do like the real great planning if he just puts in the work. Maybe drops a couple EPs and mixtapes here or there. Get people warmed up to some new tech shit. Yeah, but that's that. Now going into Vori. Finally, we're getting into Vori. That's up to you. That's on you, bruh. That's your boy. That's your boy.
I mean, to be honest, I haven't listened to one Vori project. I just listened to all his features, dog. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Just from his features, dog. How I first got introduced to him was basically there's two producers, right? They're both signed to 4PF. Section 8, you probably know him for producing stuff like The Bigger Picture and what was that song for him and for Lil Baby and 42, Doug?
We paid.
We paid, yeah.
Yeah, we pay.
Produced.
Yeah, we pay.
Yo, Lil Baby killed that. I swear to God, I didn't. That's how I know that Lil Baby could freaking snap, dog. But yeah,
Don't
he
get
he
lost.
produced yes. I wasn't planning to get lost, dude. But we painted The Bigger Picture. Chi Chi, known for producing On Me, and Section A and Chi Chi both, they're kind of like a duo in a sense. They kind of like a dynamic duo. They produced most of the album before the collab with him and Dirk. I can't remember the name because I haven't really
My
listened
Turn.
too much of it.
They produced My Turn.
Yes.
How did you forget
They
My
produced most of
Turn?
My Turn. Because I haven't listened to it, dog. Yo, I remember I'm not an album person, dog. I'm not an album person.
Well, in that case,
But
I think I've only listened to half of a Vori project, but I have to say I like what he's going with. Because I first heard of Vori off of the track Ring Ring, with Rich the Kid off of his The World Is Yours 2 project. I still believe Rich the Kid could do amazing shit, and I still believe The World Is Yours could have been bigger if there was just better marketing, you know. And Rich the Kid took some
I
shit
feel
in.
Rich the Kid
He,
takes too much hate, dog.
he does, and I wish he just took a bit of consideration in the proper marketing. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got the networking down. If he just took it into consideration with the marketing, boom, he could have been bigger. Maybe switched up his thing a little bit because his flow and his delivery and his lyrics are all so monotone. Like they're like the same thing every time, which is why people got sick of him. Either way, um, what was my point? Shit. Ah, Vori. I heard about him on that
Um,
track. That was the one. That was one of the only tracks that I fully replayed constantly off of that project. And I did it because Vori was just so great. And then I listened to like half of Vori project. I love his vocals. The production he does is clean. You know, so I'm rocking with him. I'm rocking with him. I believe he could be hip hop's next big thing if he really just puts it. If he, you know, like if he just stays in a great lane and puts out some decent projects, he could be the next Ty Dolla Sign.
I heard like
You know,
from
because
Chi
because
section they used to do
hip hop doesn't have a next Ty Dolla Sign, dog. Like people want to replace him and shit, but nobody can give anybody that status as Ty, bro. He is held down that feature, solid feature. When was the last time you heard a bad Ty Dolla Sign song?
never.
I did. The first time I heard that, you want to know when I heard that?
When?
Visionland.
Bruh.
That was the only time in history that I ever heard a damn Ty Dolla Sign song that was so ass. And it wasn't even because of Ty, bro. It's because of Namir. But whatever. Okay, man, whatever. I'd never seen anybody ruin a Ty Dolla Sign feature until then. But that's the point. Like, you yourself said it. You never heard a bad Ty Dolla Sign feature, bro. You never heard a bad him song. I believe Ori could be the next him if he just puts in that work, bro.
On God, bro. I
Um,
actually heard of him from like section in Chi Chi vlogs because they used to do vlogs and stuff and they were really good. Me, Easy and Masa used to watch the hell to their vlogs, dog. It would give me mad inspiration because they have like this signature drum bones that just makes everybody interested in them. They have like this they have this bounce in their music, just makes them so unique. It took a good while for people to actually learn how to do it properly. But
and he's about to be
yeah, I
on
remember.
Future's album.
Yep, about to be on Future's album. But I think it was episode 11, 12, 13. It was after 10. I think it was after 10. But they were inside the studio with Vori and like this nice kind of like dark choirish trap beat. Vori was going crazy and they're like, yo, who is this nigga? And then I saw on the story they tagged them and posted the freaking song, like a snippet of the song. I'm like, oh, it's so Vori. And then the real introduction was when I listened to Donda and I heard all of his work after, and like, oh my gosh, this dude is crazy, dog. I've always been interested in people who do like amazing vocals and shit, dog. First it was Don Toliver, and now it's Vori, dog.
Oh yeah, because we know you listen the hell out of Life of a Don.
I actually didn't.
What? What? Man, I remember hearing you sing Flocky Flocky so many damn times.
Yeah, Flocky Flocky, just Flocky Flocky. I did listen to the whole of his last album though.
Alright,
Oh my
whatever.
gosh, yo, that was on pure repeat, dog. Oh what wasted? Oh what wasted?
Wait, did you listen to
Yo, I'm not gonna.
Hell? That's what you listened to?
Yes, yeah, I listened to the whole of it.
I believe Life of a Don was better than Heaven or Hell.
I mean, it sounded better from a production standpoint. Although I feel Heaven and Hell was more like vinylish. It was more vinylish and oldish in its production on purpose. It was more like from what I've heard from Life of a Don, it was more trap. It was more trap. Travis Scott related, and then Heaven or Hell was like a little bit more vinylish, oldish, poppy-ish, head bop car music. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Moving.
Also, also, I like to say that I watched something yesterday. You're talking about rappers and shit, rappers money and shit. And I remember Lil Yachty was on there, and they said that his whole entire style changed the game, dog. He introduced something new to a rap, and then they called it bubblegum trap. I have never heard of that in my
You've never
entire
heard a
life.
person say bubblegum trap, dog?
No,
Dog,
never.
dog, bubblegum trap is literally what Lil Yachty invented, and it's what so many people copied after he popped off.
Who copied him?
Dog, okay, let's say bubblegum trap, right? Lil Tecca and like all of We Love You Tecca 1 can be considered bubblegum trap.
Oh, oh, I see.
Exactly. Those minimal hi-hats, not many 808s, but a whole not many bass, but a whole lot of poppy and fresh sound that would probably give you like the vibe of like, hey, we're partying in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that bubblegum trap is. Lil Yachty did change the game, dog.
I guess we're gonna have to call him music twist trap then.
Nigga.
But yeah, on to the next person before we get sidetracked again.
Not the next person. We're gonna talk about trap before we talk about
Oh,
trap.
trap. Yes, your opinion on trap.
Ah, so
Mostly.
yeah, this is a perfect. I was trying to transition into it perfect after we talked about bubblegum trap, but no, you had to ruin it.
Shut up.
Anyway,
Yeah, yo.
anyway, while we're on the topic of bubblegum trap, I want to talk about trap in general. I believe trap music right there is a subgenre of freaking hip hop that could just be so great and so horrible at different points in time. Like the scale, like it's like using a slider and you just stop when at a random moment, and it could be like horrible. Because if we're talking about trap royalty when it comes to music, we're talking about classic trap albums like Travis Scott's Rodeo, which for me is the second best trap album of all time. We're talking about Future Self-Titled, which to me is the third best trap album of all time. We're talking about
So let
Shrum
me
Life.
guess. The first is.
Shrum Life. The first is Shrum Life.
I thought you were gonna say Ti.
What? No. I wasn't gonna say that. I rock with Ti, bro, but I don't believe he was trap music. I believe he Gucci Mane started some shit, but yeah, they didn't make it the peak like it is today.
Understand? Oh, so I guess you must have the same thing, dog. Cause he loves Ray Sherman, dog. He loves Ray Sherman, and he thinks that Sherm Life is the best trap album.
It is the best trap album of all time, bro. It legitimately solidifies what we believe trap to be. Right there. It's a classic trap album, back to back, complete bops, complete bangers, not a moment where you have to question the song or look into it too deeply. You just enjoy the damn ride. And that's different for shit like Rodeo because Rodeo had this overarching plot and all that, and that's not bad. In fact, Rodeo so great, but it just didn't have the rawness that was Shrim Life, dog. Shrim Life is the greatest trap album of all time. And
No,
the
I
story
haven't listened to it, right?
and the
But
story of
I listened
Rodeo
to it.
is what makes it just a bit better than Future self-titled. So for me, that's like the holy trinity right there.
Understandable. I've only listened to one of those albums. I actually need to go back and listen to like probably all Future's music. But I've only listened to one song for sure. I think it's a song off of Shrimp Life. It's called a Coquina or something like that. Coquina.
That is not a song off of Shrim Life.
All right, then I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you are major tripping, bro.
Nigga, I don't listen to Ray Shremmer, dog. So I don't know. Do you know what song I'm talking about though?
How does it even sound?
It's like weird. It's like a weird melody, hard hitting, distorted 808s, dog. Um, Swaley rapping very not grimy, but he's rapping very. We'll talk about it later. Next, continue.
Yeah. So yeah, trap can be so great at times, but then there are the Fallen Trinity, the worst trap albums to ever be created, and I don't even know how I can even pick because there are so many horrible trap albums.
I guess just name a few.
Oh God, where do I begin? Where would I even how? Just think of a bad album from the past few years, and boom, there you go.
Um, Florida Jit.
There you go. There you go, right there. You hit it dead on the nail, dog.
I don't think Florida Jit is completely ass. I just think it was a little monotone and like diversity,
Which is
where all the beats basically sound the
which
same.
is not what trap is, dog. Which is not what peak trap is, bro. He doesn't have the essence of trap. It's like stretching freaking juice with water, my nigga. You just kill the taste of it. Florida Jit, prime example. Lil Pump's Harvard Dropout, prime example right there. Because Lil Pump, his self-titled project is prime trap right there, and I believe it's possibly within like top 15 trap projects ever. That's what I'm gonna say. Top 15 trap projects ever. But when we're talking about Lil Pump's Harvard Dropout, is his debut album, bruh. Screw the sales, bro. That album is asshole. Is asshole naked bad, and it's just not. It's just not it. It's just not it. And
You did like some songs off of it,
yeah, but
like
liking
Vroom
some
Vroom.
songs doesn't make. I didn't freaking like that song. Don't you ever lie. Don't you ever lie, you damn bastard. I did not like that damn song. You did that to piss me off, didn't you? You did that to piss me off. Yo,
No, you said that you liked it,
no,
bro.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I said I like multi-millionaire with Uzi, and that's just because of Uzi's verse. Me and Santana went on a whole 40-minute rant, explicitly stating how trash Vroom 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 was. That was the moment Lil Pump died on the inside. What the hell, man? Don't you ever bring up blasphemy to my name. What the yo? You trying to ruin my street cred. Yo, that's reputation killing shit. You have me out here talking about the holy trinity of trap albums, and then you have the audacity to say to even link that to me. Jesus, bruh. Yo, you just killed me, dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dog. Oh God.
I moving on, moving on.
I need a moment, dog. That shocked me. That shocked my system, dog. You know, it's like getting shot with a bulletproof vest on. Jesus.
Is it as bad as when I showed you that freaking game?
Which game?
Shit, a Death Stranding.
Dog, yes.
We're so on the same level.
Same level.
Uh,
It doesn't make
I like
any
that, but it
goddamn
can't be
sense.
worse, dog.
It
Death
doesn't
Stranding
make
is
any
a
goddamn sense. The damn song is how you know Lil Pump was doing too many drugs at that point in his life.
it's crazy how the song drug addict is better is better, and he's probably off of drugs doing that one too.
Exactly. Even Racks on Wax is
Poor
better.
little pump.
Jesus Christ, man. Vroom Vroom is ass. Vroom, yo, that friggin' song. Don't ever bring that up to me again. Oh God. Anyway,
What's so horrible about it?
anyway, But I'm sorry to be
You know you love it.
you have me on a level where I don't even want to discuss that goddamn track.
What are some other bad trap albums?
uh,
Um,
you just messed with me, dog. Uh,
what do you think is teenage is like I hear a lot of people talk shit about teenage moments.
oh,
Teenage
teenage.
emotions.
Oh, that was almost complete ass, dog. Like that was Lil Yachty trying to do too much, and I get what he was going for, but I believe he didn't put too much thought in. I believe he put a lot thought into it, but it's too much thought into what he was going for, and not enough thought into how it would all mesh together. So that is just a bad trap album right there. It displayed, that bubblegum trap, and it also displayed him rapping and shit, which is kind of a problem because he was trying to be too many things. Again, when Lil Yachty was just coming up and bubblegum trap was just getting some knowledge, dudes were all against it. We were saying, "Yo, you can't even rap. You're this and that," and he was trying hard to really prove niggas wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I believe really hurt teenage emotions. Now, Lil Boat won. Oh my God, that is trap. That is trap music nearly at its peak. That is trap music nearly at its peak. I think it's top 20. Just for the top 20, top 25, right? Just for the OG fact that like this was the first offshoot of bubblegum trap ever, and it did it so well, and it did it so well. That's it for me. That's it for me right there. But to follow up Lil Boat 1 with Teenage Emotions, I get what he was going for. He just didn't do it correctly. And that's what makes it's just a hodgepodge of bullshit. And then we get into shit like Lil Boat 2, which good trap album right there. Jeez, bro. Look, you know what I'm saying? Like Yachty can make a good project if he really sits down. Which is why I was kind of pissed at Lil Boat 3, but whatever. Nothing to Prove was again a pretty damn good album. Like these were good back to backs. So trap has its moments where it can be good, and then it has moments where it can be horrible, just from niggas not thinking about it. Because you can make trap so much worse, so much worse, so much worse, so much worse.
Like I would tell you to talk about your opinion on High Off Life,
Ah
but then
shit.
again you don't remember most
Oh
of the songs
shit.
off
I'm
of it.
on. I'm on. Now I'm on that. High off life.
You don't you don't even remember half of the songs off of it. I remember
I listened
basically
to
all
High
of
Off
them,
Life
to be honest.
must have been 25 times as a full album.
Like
I gotta say,
from my in my opinion, dog,
I
like
gotta say,
it's more
it's not peak trap like self-titled. I believe this was Future's moment to evolve, where he was kind of like halfway through an evolution period, and now he's about to become something different with this next album. High Off Life is a great example of where trap can evolve too, and it's a great example of where he's going even further. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of reminding me of a young Jay Z at this point. Yeah, I'm freaking relating Future to Jay Z. I'm sorry, it's a comparison, but for real, you know what I'm saying? Because this project's full on evolution for him, and I believe his next project is really gonna be something different. For trap, we're talking about trap music.
exactly like I just feel the whole entire aesthetic of High Off Life just tells so much. I know you don't like the production as much, but I think the production really fits the aesthetic of the whole entire album. As I think it was a really well put together album.
It was, and I like to say just like it was really damn well great. I don't like the production, but just because I don't like the production of a lot of the songs doesn't mean that it doesn't fit the project well, and it doesn't make it great trap music. You know what I'm saying? Like you could play High Off Life on a freaking road trip across America, and it'd be amazing. You could listen to the whole album before you had to change anything.
Exactly. When we went to the beach, I played a lot of music off life.
Exactly, dog, and it fit the aesthetic a lot. So that's what I'm saying. Like, High Off Life is great in my opinion. But yes, there are moments where trap can be pretty amazing. There's moments where it can be kind of mid. Like let's name a random nav project and let's see.
Um, I haven't listened to Bad Habits yet.
Oh, I listened to Bad Habits. I say it was damn nice.
My favorite album for Nav is probably Tsu- Tsunami Warning. Emergency Tsunami. Sorry, Emergency Tsunami.
I don't believe
The Wheezy production.
I don't believe Nav has released a quote unquote bad project that much, unless we're talking about like Brown Boy 2 and and
Brown Boy.
and I don't like Emergency Tsunami. You know, I don't
You don't like it?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. That's
Why?
not saying it's a bad trap album. I'm not saying it's a bad trap album. Don't ever get it twisted. I'm sorry about that. I mixed up the two. Brown Boy 2, that's not a great trap album. Perfect Timing. It's kind of where trap goes ish, but every other Nav project has its place. And Emergency Tsunami, I don't really personally like it, but it's not a bad project, and it's certainly pretty good when we're talking Nav and the trap.
I mean, I understand.
I mean, shit. His last project, Good Intentions, is legitimately what I believe could be considered top 25 trap.
And then it goes to the why does Anthony Fantano give this man so much hate, dog?
Because
Like,
Nav is
can't
one of
you
the most
I acknowledge
Nav is one of the most monotone artists in history, dog. I can understand Fantano, but Fantano goes after his freaking voice too much.
exactly, dog? Like, for one, I hate the fact that he just like, oh my gosh, you would not believe how pissed I was, and this is going to another artist. How pissed I was when he refused to acknowledge anything, anything good about freaking DS4, dog. I dog when he did that DS4 review, I stopped
Also,
listening to
also,
Anthony Fantano.
also, you see, the needle drop is extremely pretentious, but if you guys want to hear like a legitimately fair and pretty great review of, DS4, Outcast, Nation, Hades reviews, Drip Season, Forever. It's on the channel. Link in the description.
So let me tell you that music.
Yeah, I just plugged this. I just plugged it shamelessly. Either way.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thank you for plugging me. I guess I'm gonna have to make more now
Yeah.
with better quality, of course.
Yes, with better quality.
But yeah, I feel that he's just he goes after like he refused to you refuse to even notice anything good about anything good. I would have at least, if you want to talk about Gunner's voice, that is fine, okay? But at least acknowledge the fact that he's actually talking about actual, real things on the project. And I watched the live stream where he reacted to DS4, and he went through a couple songs and he said, I can't listen to it anymore. It's a Gunner album, and I hated that. I hated that. It's the reason why I don't listen. I don't watch Anthony Fantano's reviews anymore. It pissed me. It genuinely pissed me off.
Bruh. He didn't just really give it a shot. He never really gave it a shot like that. Never really gave it a shot.
I mean, I made you listen to a couple of songs, and you can at least see there's something inside of
Oh yeah,
that
there was
DS4
something
has
that
that nothing.
I personally, truly believe like it was his best shit yet.
Ah, I'm getting as angry. I know I don't sound as loud as you, but I'm getting as angry as you were when I talked about Vroom Vroom Vroom.
Oh, for real? Is that
It's yes,
good lord?
yes. I'm honestly upset though. It angered me. Like, of course, it you can see it angers me so much that I don't listen to the needle drop anymore because I just feel he's full of shit.
Mm,
After that, I just said, you know what, he's full of shit. You can find some pretentious, over convoluted way to say why he was right and I was wrong, but I don't care, dog. He's he did not give the album a chance.
bruh. He is the needle drop, bro. Either way, but yes, trap can be an amazing thing at its best and at its worst, my nigga. And I also believe we killed two birds with one stone when we excellently transitioned into Nav right there. So I think we got to give ourselves a pat on the back for that.
Well, we're sinking now.
Ah, perfect. We're getting there. We're getting there, bro. Like mega evolution or some shit. Either way, yes, yeah, you just gotta really fully understand it, bro. Like trap can be an amazing thing, and Nav, I truly believe you can go even further. Is that what we wanted to talk about today? Is that kind of it?
Um, I I guess so.
You sure? Like we didn't have anything else on the agenda.
Nah, we just talked about the corollary thing, and then we splurged into all this other stuff.
Uh, well then, well then, um, 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 I'm not even sure what to say anymore. I'm not sure what
Um,
to say anymore. As we've looked over all these great artists, I gotta say, man, it kind of makes me both fearful and happy and a bit optimistic about the future of hip hop and the future of music. You know, because shit can change in a day, bro. And again, I think hip hop is, because a lot of things people think was bad were really good. You know, like bubblegum trap emerging and giving people some trap music they could actually listen to in like a fully public place and shit, and maybe dance to, rather than having freaking Future just talk about Molly Percocet all the time. And I do believe Shrem Life, and I do believe Shrem Life was like the precursor to bubblegum trap, but they didn't do it as well, so it is what it is. They were more party trap, or whatever.
I mean, I also, if you want to talk about anything else, I like to talk about old heads.
What?
Old heads.
Oh, we're talking about old heads, man. They were the reason why Yachty messed up teenage emotions, in my opinion.
I just hate this thing for people not to open up and allow anything else. Yes, Dad. All right, thanks. Um, I I hate their I hate their people's not I hate their ability to not accept anything else. Like yo, like your time was the best time. Your time is this. You do all this shit. Even the people in them who are our age who glorify the old music and say that this mumble hum mumbo jumbo is garbage, dog. If I can appreciate stuff people like Pac and Biggie, why can't you appreciate anything that comes out? Because you just don't people just don't open their minds to
Well, it's
stuff.
inherently
Even me
worse.
as a producer.
Like, I won't lie to you, man. Our music is inherently worse, But as much as it is also kind of worse, it comes with a whole lot more aesthetic. Because back then, it's a great thing to see. There's such a variety now. There's a spectrum. Back then, there wasn't a spectrum. Then you were one type of rapper. 18 niggas was one type of rapper. That's it. As much as Pac, Biggie, Nas, Jay, all of them were different type of dudes, they were almost inherently one type of rapper. And I don't really feel good. I think I want to elaborate a bit on that. Jay-Z, he came with a way of illustrating a lifestyle of luxury, happiness, freedom, women, cars, all that. And a little bit later on, a gangster-esque lifestyle and calling back to his time as a drug dealer. Biggie did the same. What I'm saying is like I'm gonna cut and not even freaking explain all these dudes' styles. I'm just gonna say, yo, they were lyricists, basically. They were lyricists talking about the dirt and grime, and the difference in their voice, difference in cadence, and different way in their delivery, personally, is what really separated them. But now, today, we have the spectrum, we have the variety, we have the fact that even though dudes are almost certainly talking about the same things, um, regardless of the oversaturated shit, we've got such a difference in production, a different style and aesthetic, a different in the way your voice registers, the tones, and the way people rap, the flows, even that it can appeal to so many different individuals and so many different styles, man. You know what I'm saying? We got stoner rap, bubblegum trap, freaking dark trap, storytelling trap, melodic trap, freaking all that, it's a large spectrum and it's great. It's an extremely great spectrum and it has done a lot just for the genre of hip hop in general. To know that it can expand this much and it's grown to become such an I'm not gonna say inclusive because God knows how I feel about just making shit inclusive. It's expanded to the point where just like everything is crazy. And the different styles make it such an amazing thing where you can see someone like Lil Yachty with again bubblegum trap pass the mic off to someone like 21 Savage and he comes in with his real gangster shit like he was and then you see that same mic be thrown off to someone like Uzi a little bit later at the same show and he gets people all hyped up and shit for someone like Post Malone to come in. I know people won't want to consider Post Malone a rapper, but he's a rapper, shut up. And do some crazy cool shit with melodies, and then throw the mic at a Playboy Cardi or a Made in Tokyo, and then get the crowd hype, mosh pit style shit, and even more of a mosh pit if you send it to a Machine Gun Kelly, when he's done being a rock star and he goes back to being a rapper, you know, like it is truly evolved, and that's a great thing. That is a great thing.
You talking about Post Malone also brings me to another thing because I was watching the whole Blackie Speaks thing with Virgil and shit, and he brought up something about Tyler Creator saying that he hates the fact that people who look like him they always get grouped into the one sided trap and no man trap hip hop genre and no matter how much he tries, no matter how much barriers he breaks, he's always gonna be put under that thing.
Elaborate on that.
Like like no matter how much, like look at Post Malone, dog. Like he's still called a rapper, but think about how much things he does. Think about
Yeah,
how
but
much
dudes
things he
don't. That's
dips
the thing, though.
into.
That's different. Dudes don't want to call Post Malone a rapper anymore, dog. They've stopped calling him that since 2019, bro. Or I think since Hollywood's Bleeding in 2020. They've stopped calling him that. They don't want to call him that no more. He's an artist now. And that's bullshit because he is a rapper. He just does a lot of shit. You know? I mean, Motley Crue is a great example of him still being a rapper. Oh, the fan is sticking.
I mean,
Oh, the fan is sticking.
I mean, the whole entire music industry is confusing, dog. Because to be honest, dog, when you go into the genre of music, dog, you can't be everything at once, dog. You gotta ground yourself to one place, and usually that place that you ground yourself in really like it really sticks to you forever. Look at MGK, dog. I mean, he does like rock and shit now, but he's still considered a rapper, and people still think of him as a rapper.
Yeah, but he's not just considered as a rapper. The reason MGK is able to cross over is because he's always been that. He's always been the rebel. He's always been the dude with the guitar. He's always been the dude with the tattoos representing the mosh pit, telling them to burn shit down. He's been an anarchist since he popped off in 2012, dog. So there's a reason he's able to cross over. Just like there's a reason Post Malone's able to do that.
He represents a rocker kind of demographic. But a lot of these other dudes, they want to cross over when in reality, they never even came in trying to represent that. They came in representing rap shit. So, of course, people are going to hold you to rap shit. MGK has always been about that other shit, even when he was rapping shows in front of 8 niggas in Cleveland. Post Malone's always been about different shit, even when he was just coming up. White Iverson may have been considered a rap song, but you could always tell what he was going for. And on all the songs he released after White Iverson, some of the best of them have always been songs that weren't just rap, but they had country and melodic tunes to them. We all know what Post Malone was, dog. You want to consider him a rapper, but there's a reason these dudes are able to cross over. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I'm pissed at dudes like Vic Mensa for trying to call himself a rock star now or trying to become a punk metal artist. That's not gonna work, bro. You came in as a rapper. Please stick as a rapper, right? You came in repping one thing. You don't just change and try to make yourself something whole else that you weren't, and then be mad when dudes don't want to acknowledge you as that other thing. Uzi wants to call himself a rock star. That's cool and all. That's amazingly cool. But you're just a rapper, bro. I'm sorry. That is what it is, bro. You know. And dudes want to jump out of this market. Even Trippy Red, he been a rapper, dog. Despite being melodic and all this, and I'll give it to him some credit. He's always had that kind of punk-ish image. But he's been a rapper, he's been a blood, he's been gangster and shit. So the fact that he released a rock album to me was like a lot of weird shit for me. But either way, that's just the point, dog. These dudes who they're getting pissed at is it has nothing to do with like colors or dudes who look like whatever. It's what you came in representing. I do believe Tyler the Creator from the beginning was kind of misplaced in the industry, because they didn't really have anywhere to put him, so they kind of had to put him in trap rap esque area. But if he came out today, if Odd Future came out today, they would be on a different kind. They would be different. They would be different, and there would be a lane for them. They would be there wouldn't just be, oh, these guys are trap artists. That's my take on it.
I understand. But I can also like take a situation with Virgil, for instance, where people are blowing up because they labeled Virgil as like a hip hop fashion designer, right? I can understand both parties, dog. Some people are saying, he was much more than that. And most of his work was done inside of inside of you know, fashion designing in general, right? And not just hip hop. But at the same time, I can see what other people are saying where most people know Virgil from hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Most people know Virgil from hip hop. He's worked with Kanye West. He's worked with many people.
The
And he's
entire
also
the
done
ASAP
things with
mob,
Louis
bro. They
Vuitton.
they were rocking V-Lo and Off White for a long time.
Yes, and then he's doing stuff with Louis Vuitton. He's a director of Louis Vuitton, and he has collabs with Mercedes and all that stuff, right? So it can go both ways, dog. I think people are just overreacting a little bit.
Oh yeah, man. They wanted him to have some long freaking list and accolades of shit, but nah, bro. Like, if they wanted to include him at the Grammys, dog, they had to include him with some shit that had something to do with music. And the only thing attributed to his name in that kind of regard is him being a hip hop fashion designer. That's what they could have put. What were they supposed to put? This is a music thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if it was like the Met Gala, or maybe if it was freaking the Oscars or some shit, maybe I can see him having all them shits under his name. But this was about music,
Yeah,
so you have to put him hip hop, fashion designer. And seeing as how a lot of his shit
exactly.
was most represented in hip hop, and and he was still being paid to design hip hop album covers and shit. Like it makes total sense. Hip hop fashion designer.
Exactly. So I think people just overreact with this whole entire label thing, dog. You know? But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, it is.
Well, I think this is a perfect place to end it off.
I'm a second you on that. Guys, thanks a lot for joining us for this episode of the Outcast Podcast. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks a lot for being with us. If you're new, dude, try subscribing. Got a lot of cool content on the channel. Drop a subscribe, yeah, man. Drop a like too, so this shit can get some actual love from the algorithm, just a little bit, because we get like minimal views. You know, we get minimal views at this point. So yeah, I'm asking you to hit us with the HBO special, bro. You know what the HBO special is? The help a brother out special. You gotta help a brother out, bro. So what you're gonna need to do is
I want us to do
subscribe.
filler, dog.
What?
We need to do filler, dog, because we putting out the best shit right now in the infancy of our shit.
Okay, maybe you're kind of right,
Well, the best in content.
but I feel like putting out great content is kind of what's gonna get us up there anyway.
True.
So I believe in the idea of consistent great content. Because it's not like we're just gonna stick to whatever. We're gonna evolve eventually. It is what it is. But yes, hit us with the HBO special, the Help a Brother Out special. That means you're gonna have to subscribe. You're gonna have to like, bro. You're gonna have to share this with some niggas. We have a goal by the end of this year. We're trying to make it to at least 100 subscribers, bro. It's a crazy goal. It's a lofty goal, but it's our goal. We're trying to get there, bro. You know, we're the Poor Man's Podcast. You already know what it is, bro. So please, HBO special. It's been me, Virgo Jake, and my wayward co-host Hades, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay on, guys.
Stay on.